outlaw interviewed you? Was it the local police?
No, on the way home on the 16th.
That'll be the FBI or FBI. I don't know. Where we got the first word back, he'd actually been.
Andy Bernard called in, and that's what the tone in his voice.
And that was it. Y'all remember me telling y'all? And see, here's like. Remember me telling y'all, and I said this early on in my videos, way back, that dipshit had called Dobbs here. Like the next day or day after, being like, have you seen my neighbor? And I was like, holy shit, you did not see him in that day. And he was like, I called the Dobbs fellas here and asked him fucking sir. I was like, so you just gave somebody, could have been fucking suspect, had something to do with this before the cops got talking. You just gave him a fucking heads up. Are you kidding me, dude? I was pissed. I lost my whole shit, right? So before the cops even got talking to him, there's Monster calling him and alerting to the fact that, yeah. So at least that sounds like there might be one shred of truth here. Yeah, he initially did say he left the 16th, yes. You know, the biscuits, the Elvis thing in the hotel. But then here he is saying he come back 19th, whatever. But then I've got a call recorded and a lawyer and all this other shit. And several other things that say that he didn't ever really leave in those dates anyway. And that he was still here. So I don't...
Real minister, when he called me, and he told me, you give me the TBI's number, so I called the TBI. Before I left Tennessee, I called them, and they didn't say not to leave Tennessee. So, and I didn't have a place to stay in Tennessee, so I went back down to Cleveland and tried to stay with the wife.
Yeah, Charlene, the pictures of him in the blue vehicle, they came from me. I shared them with Candace. Candace put them out. Chasing Truth put them out without my permission. Those pictures belong to me. I'm the only one that holds them, etc. And Jason put them out because Candace had sent them out somewhere and somebody gave them the hell out. But yeah, there's talk of other things that are surrounding that date that I don't want to make public, though, about what vehicles were not present. No, he was not planning on moving the measures up there. The story that he told, including in front of the cop, was that his wife had stabbed him and he couldn't go back there.
For a few more days, and she got tired of me, and I went.
And he was pulling a pity party in front of Monster's mom to the point to where she was going to give him a couple $100 out of her purse to go rent a hotel. Shit you not. Because she was like, I bet this man ain't got nowhere to go, no place to be, homeless, something, right? And then he starts playing games online after Summer goes missing. He starts changing dates on posts, pictures, shaving his head. And at that time, if you looked at his Facebook, it was picture after picture after picture after share after share after share after share on YouTube of missing child, missing child, missing child, missing child, missing child. For eons. Right? Before he come up here, the property thing. That's what he was into. It's what he was doing online. He was already here inside of this true crime community of missing children. And online, some of the weirdest QAnon Wayfair type missing children's groups, right? And he's very much been playing games the entire time in super strange everything is. And then, like, the date, he gave me the wrong age for himself. Told me he'd been in, like, a war or something. He hadn't been, age didn't add up for where he said he was inside of the wartime, you know, in military service. But he didn't say that to the cop, which is weird. But here he is mentioning it to Dobbs, right? Now, usually, and I'm not saying it's somebody that's at, like, oh, I'm a veteran, whatever, and they're going to spit it out to everybody. Well, a cop, generally, they're going to try to get brownie points because they look better on veterans, etc., right? But he didn't. He didn't want to speak to that cop. He didn't want to do it. I mean, just back the fuck away. And as soon as cops were mentioned, he knew it was serious. He didn't want shit to do. And then I immediately went to, I'll say the land. You don't have to worry about neighbors. You know, hereby type of thing. But then when the cop was there, the cop, and after, you know, he'd already said he'd sell the land, this and that, wouldn't have to worry about neighbors. Monster asks him, he's like, can I get your number and your name and all this, you know. And Dobbs loses it. He's like, the mask slips and he goes, why do you need that for? And even Monster and the cop stopped and was like, what the fuck? Because the cop had heard him say about selling land too, several times, after they showed up. And so the cop immediately stops and takes us. Hell, stops us all. And then Dobbs like, oh, you know. So then, you know, after Monster's like, well, so I can get a hold of you since you said you'd sell the land, right? And he's like, oh yeah, right? But, such a weird interaction.
Went to stay with my sister, and so here I am now, here in beautiful LJ with my son.
Okay, so the police never even talked to you.
And I think he went to the Bestie's, couple other places traveling, because the pictures he was showing, he was cooking viney weenies in a can on barbecue. He refused where he was staying at. He wouldn't go inside the house like they were requesting and stay with him or whatever, him and Elvis. Instead, he was sleeping out in the vehicle, and he was using his little barbecue grill instead, even though they were very well in the comments going, hey, you should just come inside with us. I don't even know why you're hanging out in our driveway like that, cooking viney weenies on a little barbecue, bud. But you know you can come inside. He's like, no, you know, and he spends weeks doing that, and it's just...
No, the local Hawkins County, no.
And he was making posts damn near every day online and on Facebook, and none of those showed him to come back here, because he was very much doing targeted posts, because at the time I didn't look him up until well after summer reading. But the thing is like, very pinpointed gameplay in posts, you know, and he was changing dates on posts and this and the other and playing games around Summer's case, also shit, you know, online. Very much putting out, you know, trying to mislead people from the beginning on Facebook. It was and at first I thought it was just to protect him, his privacy, whatever, but I think it's just because the dude enjoys playing games, but it is what it is.
They stopped and talked to me about the land dispute.
Oh, okay, but...
They were there, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see what,
Now,
I talked to the FBI. The FBI sent two guys to see me, Agent Collins and Agent Murphy.
Uh-huh.
And Agent Collins asked the questions, and Murphy watched me like a hawk.
Well, there was a whole bunch of days later that they had shook him upside down till change to his pocket and were laughing and saying that they doubted he'd be back. So, because we wanted to make sure he had been questioned, so we asked repeatedly, has he been questioned yet? Has he been questioned, you know?
Body language, and he was there to read my...
Because there was a reason that night. You know, everybody makes it sus now. But he hit my gut so fucking wrong, y'all, that I warned him about the kids and shit. And then, you know, we that night wanted to make sure he, you know, because he kept asking for hotels that would take animals and stuff. And the cop and all of us had recommended a couple. And we went looking where he said he was going, you know, and we looked in hollows and things like that to make sure he wasn't just squatting and close by. Because he really did. The way he treated me as a female was really fucked up. The way he hit my gut was fucked up. The way he hit everybody else's guts. And I think the cops' radar even was a little fucked up. And so we wanted to make sure he was at least not close by squatting and hollering. He was nowhere to be seen. He wasn't in motels near his truck stops in Bayleton. He wasn't, yeah, I don't know.
Body language.
Yeah.
And, I've been, since that interview in June, they haven't been bothering me. They check my story out and,
Yeah.
That end, the roadway in, there were cameras all over that place, Doc.
Now,
Okay, and?
were you even up in the Beach Creek area?
No.
Okay.
I didn't tell the whole day. I was, the afternoon, well, in the morning, I get up, make some coffee, and go try to find a biscuit. It was like a biscuit.
Yeah. Tell me about June, that day that Summer went missing. Tell me, how you spent the day. I mean, from,
Yeah. Okay, well, we spent the day all over.
So weird.
There at that motel. In the morning, I went to the Marathon station that was easterly of the motel to find out some biscuits. They don't have them there. They got them on the westerly Marathon. So I go to that one to get a biscuit. And we returned to the motel to eat our biscuits.
There's not two marathons. Okay, fuck it.
And later that evening, I stayed there all day. About 4 o'clock, 4 or 5, I go to the westerly Marathon station, pick up a 12-pack of beer, and come back to the motel.
Is there literally nobody around any of this that's fucking sober? Anybody?
And there we sat the rest of the day. Elvis has to go out and walk around every hour.
I do remember the beer thing. But still. What's going on? This is what the fuck it's like. I mean, my whole damn life, it's just what it feels like. Am I the only motherfucker that's sober in the entire fucking area? And all these people around this fucking thing, from the YouTubers to Candace and Dawn to this guy to everybody, all of them are fried fucking pie and no brain cells left. All pickled, burnt, fried, smoked, toasted, formaldehyded. It's like no goddamn wonder can't get anywhere.
Or two, so we're walking around the ground every hour or two that afternoon.
Right.
And I'm sure that the TBI has all the tapes of that day. I hope they do anyway.
I'd say they do.
No shit, Sherlock.
We're out walking several times, and when you're out walking with Elvis, you're going to make friends, because this is a friendly dog right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Elvis. Poor Elvis.
He loves people.
I bet he's a great lap dog.
Yeah.
DB, have you ever seen this fucking dog? Remember, not a lap dog, bro. Holy shit. Oh my god. You know what, fuck it. He's geriatric as hell. That's why I was surprised a while back in Dobbs' video. Some bitch still like poor Elvis is reaching peak. Bless him. Anyway.
Yeah, we didn't talk to, I think the neighbor that was in the room beside us, the renter, the hotel person beside us, we talked 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
Okay, the one beside us still in talk to. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, man. So I know the feds. I have to know all that. Can we get on this?
We were there all day, Don.
Yeah.
We were all there all day. I'm calling lawyers and survey.
Yeah, actually, he's a good look.
Surveyors.
Oh, you was
I just. Okay.
Working on the plot of your land, like the dimensions of it.
You'll see results in your very first.
Don't see results. Why are you advertising Nutrisystem to me? Sir?
Sweet, just like me.
That ain't tasty. Okay? It's not tasty. Stop that.
Dimensions.
Yeah, you just talking to the surveyors.
I had a surveyor and I had a hard time getting I don't think he's got it yet. I can't see him somewhere now.
And it costs $1,000. You know, it's fine. Can we just fuck that? Hope it all falls off a cliff. Come on, guy. Dude, if you took my advice that day, you could have easily sued the fuck out of the realtor company. Hell no, you can sue Monster. I don't care. Look, you could have gotten at it, plus sued the fuck out of everybody, been rich and living in the Bahamas somewhere. But you wanted to huff and puff on the back of the thing. Now, listen, it's fine. It's fucking fine. You could have, because it was beyond puffery. It was straight up fraud that they pulled on people online. Straight up fraud. Well beyond the bounds. When they sold the as is, where is, and the pictures on it. If he had not been an asshole. It's fine. Can we carry on?
He said he was going to go market, but he won't call me to let me know it's done. I'm not going to take her out there. Do some waste.
I can go up there and check it for you.
If you get time to, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they put these little ribbons on places, and sometimes they'll put like a stake in the ground.
Yeah.
Hey, DB, I already did all that, bro. I did. Yeah, I did that. So did the surveyor. It's fine. Okay. But give me access so I can go trespassing on somebody else's and see if I can't get pics and I can't do this and that and the other. Yeah. Okay. Let's be real about what's going on here.
I think maybe, I think they relented on the border issue. I think they know that they were wrong. At least that's what Joe said.
Yeah. Now, how many acres did you get up there?
2.2.
How many?
I got 2.28 acres.
Oh, okay, so not too much.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and all of it's off a cliff, Don, except for just a little bit right in the front that you don't even need to walk in. Yeah.
It's not room for me and Elvis to kind of walk around all, you know.
No, it's really not.
Yeah.
It's fine. But you
I was
wouldn't.
hoping I'd be there and I could turn Elvis loose when he went off the lease, but I don't know about that place. Pretty soon they got big ass dog up there.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Hey, let me tell you something. He could have never seen that dog. So, Dobbs, I'm going to ask, if you ever seen that dog, that means you were further on the property at some point that you claim you were never on prior. Just like you fucked up and said to me that you were there prior with another person and then changed your story, and then that person's name shows up online in a place for one of the ads. If you ever laid eyes on that fucking dog, Dobbs, that means you were at the very top. Wow. Oh boy. means you were there before, Dobbs. And then you claim the opposite to police and everybody else. Of mine. And if he did that, that means he was at the top of the hill, definitely trespassing. Probably when they had it wrongly listed as 125 for sale online instead of just a parcel. So if he ever saw that dog, like he just attested to, then that means he was at the top of the hill and he had been there fucking prior. So either he just lied to the feds, cops, and us, or, I mean, obviously he lied to me.